In this video, we will get to know about different types of rainfall. Rainfall has been classified into three main types on the basis of origins. Now we get to know each one of them. First one is convectional rainfall. When you see the word convectional, does it remind you convection current? Convection current is basically transfer of heat energy from one place to another place. It takes place wind in gases, liquid and within even molten rocks. We will find convectional current in earth mantle where the heat of the magma released upward toward the lithosphere. And same as convectional current found in the atmospheres when the sun hits the land surface, making the surrounding air warmer, and the warm air rises and reaches troposphere, which is comparatively cool. Now with that, understand the meaning of the convections. Convectional rain occurs when the sun energy hits the land surface. It also hits the surrounding air, and we know that the warm air rises and the rising warm air form convectional current, because you see that the transfer of heat energy, and naturally when the warm air rises in the higher in the sky, it start to lose heat, and that's how condensation take place and clouds are formed. And when the clouds are formed, subsequently rainfall take place. And the ideal weather conditions is summer seasons, and the ideal locations is equatorial regions, because we know that the equatorial regions receives the sun rays throughout the year. And if you go little further, convectional rain is very common in the interior part of the continent, because land surface hits faster than water surface, and particularly the rainfall majorly take place in northern hemispheres, because if you look the world map, northern hemispheres has lot more land than the southern hemispheres. As a result, northern hemispheres warm faster than southern hemispheres in summer seasons. So this is all about convection's rainfall. The next one is orographic rainfall. Now when you see the term orographic, you should immediately think orogenic process. If you remember class 11 chapter of geomorphic process, in that we remind diastrophisms process, and in this process we remind a definite process orogenesis, which was mountain building process. So now here we understand that it's linked with orographic rain. That means the rainfall has to do something mountain. The key element over here is these mountains. Now let me explain the orographic rainfall in step by step. First, we know that land and water surface heated up due to solar energy. We will take the water surface because that's where evaporation intends. So evaporation is basically the process of rising warm air. When warm air rises, it does not rise in through straight pattern or straight directions. Their wind flow horizontally, so somewhere the directions is little in sideways. Now the exact answer for this can be found in second laws of thermodynamics. So what is the second law of thermodynamics? Law of thermodynamics states that heat moves from areas of higher temperature to areas of lower temperature. That heat can move anywhere, up and down, sideways, depending the situations, and the situations is the temperature difference. Now the warm air in the valley floor of the mountain rises along the mountain slope, and the warm air get cool because atmosphere pressures decreases with increasing altitude, and this gradual ascending of wind along windward side being saturated, and it reaches condensation level, and after that cloud are formed and cause rainfall in windward side. While in opposite mountain slope of wind directions known as leeward side, which suffers under rainfall defects, because after rainfall in windward side very little moisture remains within the air. The next one is cyclonic or frontal rain. Here the rain is caused by cyclonic activity, and if you see what is cyclone, it basically large scales of air mass that rotates around a low pressure zone, because always remember wind moves from high pressure to low pressure. So clearly here we talking about two wind of different temperature. One has to be warm and other two has to be, and other has to be cold. Now we also know that the moistures exist in warm air and cold air is dry, and the regions where warm air and cold air meet, it's called front. Like in cyclonic or frontal rainfall, we discuss mainly two front. One is warm front and another is cold front. And in warm front, the warm air rises and cold air sinks. So naturally here the light warm air will rise gently over cold heavier air, and we also know that troposphere has low temperature, that is reduce the temperature of warm rise air, and the moisture presence in the air start to condensed, and then it lead to the formations of cloud, and thereafter rainfall occurs. On the basis of cyclone types, the cyclonic rainfall has two types: tropical cyclonic rainfall, which is occurs in tropical cyclone formations, and temperate cyclonic formations, which is formed mainly temperate cyclonic rainfall formations. So basically cyclonic rainfall is caused when the two air masses of different temperature meet. So this is how cyclonic rainfall occurs. So these are the different types of rainfall. I hope you understand, and this video will helpful for you. Thanks for watching.